Welcome back. We follow their every move the second they hit the field on Sundays. But what about following your favorite Bills players off the field? We mean on social media. Today we're sharing what Bills Twitter accounts you should be keeping your eye on for the latest this season. We have digital content producer Emily Lenahan here to help break us down the top Twitter pages on the team this year. Thanks for being here. It's one of our favorite things to do at the beginning of every football season.
Yes, fans are obviously getting all of their football knowledge in order, but the most exciting thing to do is follow them online for sure.
Absolutely. Let's start off right now with the Buffalo Bills official account. Of course, if you're a fan of the team, you got to be following this one. They have about 264,000 followers.
Yeah, they have obviously the most amount of Twitter followers of all the Bills fans are following the official account. That's because they have everything you need to know. They have updates from the games, they have great pictures, in addition to what the Bills are doing in the community and links to other Bills players' Twitter accounts.
They also have a huge Instagram following. They kind of follow different content or post different content on Instagram. It's more pictures that you can take a lot away from.
Yeah, there's some really beautiful pictures of all, we've had a lot of groundbreaking moments as Bills fans this past year, and a lot of those images I picture are pictures from the Instagram account.
Absolutely. It's kind of like a Bills yearbook that you can pull up at any time.
That's a great way of saying it.
All right, let's talk about the actual players right now. We're starting off with Fred Jackson, totally a fan favorite on the team. He's tearing it up this year, too, so far. He is at 22 Fred Jackson. He has almost 100,000 followers. And we also want to let you know that his wife's account is a must-follow, too. It's Danny22 Jackson.
Yeah, obviously Bills fans love seeing Fred Jackson play on the field, but he is a family man on Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
He has beautiful pictures of his family. They are always supporting him, always decked out in Bills gear. How adorable is this picture? You just see that his kids are at all of his games. He says they're his inspiration, and really great pictures from both of them. He also recently used his Twitter account to thank the Wilson family and the Pegula family, so there is some football in there too.
Yeah, not so hard to see why he's a captain of this team and a fan favorite around town. His running back mate on the team, CJ Spiller, he's also a must follow. He has 146,000 followers.
Yes, of course, another fan favorite, and his real common theme on Twitter is his faith. He often shares verses. He talks about how blessed he is to have his career. So you'll see a lot of his faith on Twitter. You'll also see, of course, messages about his team and about his own performances.
And I like to follow him on Twitter and Instagram, especially on days of away games. He has some great game day style. Of course, they always get dressed up to fly out of town if they do have an away game. He really knows how to wear a suit well, and he always has some great designer luggage, and he always posts a picture.
He's a great example of really seeing another side of someone. You really feel like you know all about CJ Spiller if you watch his game and then watch him on Twitter.
Yeah, for sure. Another person that people really want to know all about this year is Sammy Watkins, first-round draft pick. Actually, we're going to be going to Brandon Spikes. He's big on Twitter, too. He's new to the team this year, and he has 152,000 followers.
Yeah, he's almost more of like an everyday guy on Twitter. Of course, there's lots of Bills talk. He interacts with fans, but you see lots of pop culture references. He kind of talks about just what he's up to. So he's another person where you get to know him a little bit.
He also likes the Twitter trash talk, but if you follow him, I think that it's all in good fun, and he's not serious most of the time.
I think he's one of those people that really likes to get a rise out of people. So he has fun on Twitter for sure.
Yeah, he's another one of the team captains this year. All right, now we're going to Sammy Watkins, first-round draft pick, wide receiver. He has 142,000 followers.
Yeah, Bills fans are just getting to know Sammy Watkins. He's obviously here this year as a rookie, our star rookie, and he is one of those people. He talks about the Bills, he talks about inspirational messages, but by far the showstopper has been the pictures of his daughter. Beautiful pictures of his baby girl that no one really knew about during the whole process. So we got to know her a little bit through Twitter. You'll definitely love to see those pictures.
Yeah, another example of how you get an eye into what their life is like off the field. Sammy Watkins also on Instagram as well. Moving on to Marquise Goodwin now. He is Flash Goodwin on Twitter. He has 41,000 followers, almost 42,000.
Yeah, and he is such an interesting person. I mean, not only is he an Olympic long jumper, he's an NFL player, and he's a really close family man with his family. He was featured in an ESPN 360 special all about his relationship with his younger sister. She's his main inspiration. She has CP, and he just is very close with her and always talks about her. He often shares tweets about her. It was her birthday recently, so it's really interesting getting to learn more about this person who's so fascinating, and he's right on the Bills.
Yeah, that's right. Big part of the wide receiver core. He went to Texas. He was a track star there, went to the 2012 Olympics. Like you mentioned, he shares a lot about his school. Also not shy to share about his style either. He posts, he's a big fan of the hashtag kick picks of the day. If you're ever wondering what kind of shoes he's wearing, he has good taste in footwear. So
yeah, I knew you were going to love his style.
Oh yeah, that's why I like to follow for sure. All right, our final account is a kind of a new addition to the team. It's sort of a stretch, but we want to make sure that you are following Kelly Pegula, daughter of prospective Bills owners Kim and Terry Pegula. She has 31,000 followers, which isn't bad for an 18-year-old.
No, not at all. And now it's one of those things, whether you're a Sabres fan or a Bills fan, you want to follow Kelly Pegula because she's always updating people on, kind of like the social aspect of the organization. She had a birthday cake that was decked out for the Buffalo Bills this week. She tweeted that picture. Now, this is the same daughter that also tweeted the exclamation points when the process was kind of really taking shape. So she actually got all the rumors kind of started through her Twitter account. So that's another good reason to follow her. It's a good way to break news on the Bills. A daughter of the hopefully future owner.
So proud of her parents, so proud of her adopted city. We found when her parents bought the Bills that she became sort of an unofficial community manager, spokesperson for the fan base, or with the Sabres, of course, a couple of years ago, thinking it's going to be the same case for the Bills.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm definitely excited to follow that one.
And she just followed our Winging It Twitter account, too, so maybe she's watching.
Yes, we're happy to have you, Kelly.
Hey, Kelly, thanks so much. Remember, you can always keep up to date with the latest Bills news and all of the sports team by following our sports team on Twitter, which are...
Yeah, Lauren Brill and Steve Vesey. It's just at Lauren Brill 4 and at Steve Vesey 4. They're always tweeting the latest sports updates, so you'll want to definitely check that out.
All right, like we've been saying all morning, it's a great time to be a football fan because there are so many different screens that you can watch the action on. Here's Karis Boy with your Tech Minute for today.